was in my last area, we were just walking along the street, and this woman called out to us in American English. She's like, "Hey sisters, how you doing?" We're like, "What?" Like, super strange to find someone that speaks English and like an American there. And her name was Kelly, and she was super friendly. She was raised Cape Verdean, but she had also grown up in the States, in Boston. And so she was back and working on one of the islands, Saul. Anyway, so it was right around Christmas time that we met her. She wasn't too entirely interested in learning the gospel, but she wanted to be our friends, and so we're like, okay, maybe we could get our feet in the door, and teach her from there. And it was on Christmas Eve that we went over to her house that she said we could. And she was frantically trying to get Christmas Eve dinner ready for her and some friends. And she's like, "Sisters, I hate to ask you this, but can you help me?" And we're like, "Of course, yeah, yeah." And so while we were there, we just seized the opportunity to try to share the gospel with her, which was super interesting because we're skinning potatoes and peeling carrots and everything. And you'd think that most people would just sort of let it be and just make chit-chat. But I learned that if you have an opportunity, take it. And so she said, "So what is it that you guys believe anyway?" And we're like, "Ding, ding, ding." And we started talking about the restoration and how we believe that, the Lord's church is again on the earth because it was restored by a prophet. And the conversation naturally went to Joseph Smith, and it was an amazing and somewhat funny experience. I felt very strongly that I needed to recite the first vision to her word for word. And, we're over the sink, like, peeling potatoes and stuff, and I'm just like, how am I going to do this? And so I just put it down, and I just, like, turned toward her, and I looked her straight in the face and told her what Joseph Smith said about his experience. And as I was speaking, I saw her face sort of cloud over and her eyes tear up, and at the end she said, "Wow, I have chills." And for me, that was just such a testament to the power of the restoration, the power of Joseph Smith's testimony. And in that moment, I'm like, this truth is true everywhere. It's true. And she was able to feel that even in such a hurried environment, in such a casual environment. And from then on, I tried to be as diligent as I could in just showing the sacred nature of the restoration, and especially the first vision. That was an incredible experience for me.